Hey, what's up everyone? Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here. Wanted to make a quick video today and kind of test and review that Amazon Basics flash that's like 30 bucks. It's pretty much universal and people are going crazy about it right here. Got it delivered at Amazon Prime so that way we can check it out. I tested it on the Canon 60 Mark II, which is filming me now. And I'm also going to show you that it works with a Fuji camera as well on the X Pro 2. But let's just open this up, see what comes with it, and give it the old looksy-doozle. So as you see when you're opening up, it's a basic, it's just a basic box. When you first open it, you'll see that there's paperwork for this. It's probably one of the most simplest flashes to use. The biggest thing to know is that it's not really electronic, it's all manual, and it runs in slave mode as well. So there is no TTL, there's no high-speed sync or anything like that. So don't think you're getting that. But as you open it, you see the literature, you see the bag that it comes with, and then essentially you see what the flash is right here, and it's basically basics of the most basics. There's no screen on it. You just have the 8 levels, I think, of power, and then the 3 modes, on and off, and a test button, and that's practically it. And you will see that it also takes 4 AA batteries. Pretty much a lot of the flashes do. But one of the other things I just wanted to show is a kind of a quick side-by-side compared to the Yongnuo YN685. And you'll even see them right here in regards to size and everything like that. And the Yongnuo YN685 is definitely a beefier flash. This is the Amazon Basics flash, that's 30 bucks. This is about a $90 to $100, all depending on what you're using. This does DTL, high-speed sync, but it's more or less specific for camera because you're getting those electronic options. But it's definitely a smaller build on the Amazon Basics right here. And you see it has the IR, but you kind of get a less of a line of sight where you have more versatility with something like this. But that's pretty much it right here. They both use AA batteries. And the cool thing is, even the Amazon Basics has a decent locking mechanism, but I just wanted to show you the size of things. You definitely get more power out of the Yongnuo, but I'll tell you what, the Amazon Basics though, does it suck? For $30, I was absolutely blown away by this thing, and in a good way. This 30 bucks I think is extremely well spent, even if you need a backup to a backup of a backup and you're a professional. The battery life on something like this doesn't last too long, but I tested it at a kind of a short little event thing, and it worked fine. The batteries, once again, didn't last too long, but I wasn't using it as my main flash. But I was even just messing around here. I had a suit jacket on, I was doing a couple things, and I was going up and down the electronic flash, the power levels, and just seeing how they work. And it's as simple as turning a little switch on at the bottom. There you go, all the lights turn on. It is actually very quiet as well. You can go full blast, which is 8, if you scroll all the way to the right if the flash is facing you, but you see it right here. And if you hit test, it's a very, very bright flash, but the recycle time, is pretty good. So I'll do 1, and I'll do 2. Even the recycle time is very fast for something like this. Some of even the better stuff out there. Some of the stuff you'll see was just me messing around, like I was, doing a little shoot. You'll see the scene with me where it was black and how it looked. And then you'll see me going like, I think it was like the 3rd power. So probably maybe like 1/64th power or 1/32nd of a power. So not a lot, but it did fill in decently well. But as you see, it was bouncing up, so I still wasn't getting a good fill light and everything like that. And this is kind of simulating like weddings and events, of course. Then I went about halfway, so you're probably at about like an 1/8, a 16th, and it lit very well. And the thing I want you to look at is the skin tone as well, and it doesn't really, it's pretty accurate. I know it comes down to the camera and what settings you're using and the profiles and everything and the white balance, but some flashes can give you either a cooler tone, which a lot do, some might give you a warmer tone, but pretty much if you get your settings right, it's pretty dead spot on. Then I did the most powerful flash, and you see a lot more flashes would overexpose a little bit, but because this isn't super strong, you're not going to get that. So once again, if you need a lot of power, this probably isn't the best thing. And one last thing I did was I went over to my shelves and I took a shot of what it looked like all black, and then I took a shot with the flash and how it filled in. So if you're looking to do like real estate stuff as well, this isn't a bad option. I don't know if I'd put my full faith in this, but for $30, it's like $27.99 on Amazon. I'll link all that down below. It will be an affiliate link, so that way if you decide to purchase this, it helps out the channel as well. So just being upfront about that. So if you're going to buy one, please help out do that. But the thing is, I don't know if I can fully trust it for a professional shoot, but I don't know, even for $30 to learn on, to have as a backup, I might get something like this. I actually think this doesn't suck. I think it's an amazing buy for what it is. I saw a couple people complaining that like, oh, you're paying $30. It's not electronic. You can't do TTL. This is $30. This isn't $60. This isn't $100. You got to know what you're getting. And for the price point, I think you're getting something pretty darn good, something very, very basic that you have to learn on and go from there. So I highly recommend this. It's great to learn on. So if you're a beginner and you don't need to spend, hundreds of dollars on these flashes or anything like that, check out the Amazon Basics for 30 bucks. And even if you just need a backup that you want to keep in your car for $27.99, this is not a bad option. Once again, this is pretty plasticky, but for what it is, it matches some of the stuff out there. The other last complaint, I see people are complaining this is kind of like a rebranded type of Godox or Neewer. I think it's a TT560, but they're $32 and $62 respectively. So $27.99, first flash, backup, super backup, emergency. This is kind of a must buy. I was blown away by the quality. The other big question before I forget is, will this work on anything? Because it's only advertised for Canon and Nikon. But once again, this is a more manual flash. It's more universal. So I have the Fuji X Pro 2 here. And just so you can see that it works, I have it on full power. I have it there. And hopefully that showed up. If anything, I'll do it on my face. That way you see it in my skin. Blinded, but with the Fuji X Pro 2, I'll even show you some things, It works. You see, it's a pretty blown out image right there. And without that, you wouldn't have had that. So it definitely works with Fuji as well. Pretty good.